Good evening, folks. Hope everybody's weekend is off to a good start. We're out here at the Norwegian Sea again for part 2 of this last gold trip out here. Last night we brought in about 750 silver, so hopefully we can get at least that much again tonight. And we're going to go spend our time in the 34-meter hole tonight, see if we can catch some good lumpfish, since people have been catching some trophy lumpfish out there. And I'll load it in here. We're going to be using fillet rigs while we're there, which seem to be the go-to. Go ahead and get my announcement in-game as well here. So, all right, let's get to the boat and be on our way. That's the wrong way. All right. Once I get in the boat and get it heading in the right direction, I'll go ahead and get my rig set up for fillet. A bit of pickles and tea action. The rain's probably going to have us chugging through the tea tonight. All right, so that's going. Let's get the rod back in the slot here. All right, fillet rig with a size 3/0, and we'll do, got a few mackerel fillets, so we'll use the rest of those up, and then if we use them all up, we'll go ahead and add the Faith instead. Hey, Canadian. Hey, Sneaky. How you guys doing today? Catching good fish? Nice rainy day out here in Norway. I'm going to go to the 34-meter hole since Brandon caught that trophy lumpfish out there. See if we can have some similar luck. A zebra mussel, huh? Did it break your rod as it launched itself to the moon? Those mussels, man, they just run with your line, don't they? All right, so we made about 750 silver yesterday, so hopefully we can get at least that again, which tracks with my first 2 trips out here as well. It seems to average about 14 to 1500 silver per trip. 21% wear on the reel. I'm not surprised. It's probably because you weren't using the Adriatica reel. It's the only reel that could really handle something that strong. Ooh, got some crazy waves here. These waves make me think of if you guys have ever played the game Stranded Deep, it's got some of the most intense water physics I've ever seen in the game. It's like a first-person survival game where you're like stranded on an isle or an archipelago, and you're trying to just survive and eventually build a plane to escape. But when there's a storm in that game, it is pretty wild seeing the waves and everything and the sharks rolling around. It's almost if you're kind of person that has like that was it thalassophobia, I think, is fear of water, that game will definitely set that off. Hey Dentera, how's it going? Get any good fish today on your end? You just started fishing? All right. Well, hopefully you and I can both get some nice trophies out here, wherever you're fishing at. Almost a 34-meter hole. We'll go with this. As heavy as the current is right now, I'll get like right into the center of the hole before I start fishing. Rolling across these waves here. I appreciate the follow there, that Hotmo V-Week. Welcome to the channel. We're just about there. I can go ahead and cut the engine off here. Appreciate that. Ah, so you must be Cold One in game. Welcome, welcome. All right. Anything on the sonar to note up towards the surface here? Sonar catch up for a second. Looks like we might try. It's still catching up. We're all going to be on the bottom though. Yeah, looks like it. All right, yeah, we're going to be chugging the tea out here in this thunderstorm. There goes nothing. First gas. So the main target we're after at this hole tonight is going to be lumpfish. I don't know how successful I'm going to be at getting them on this fillet rig, but I'm going to use up the last of my mackerel fillets and then I'll switch to a poker rig. See a little bit. All right. See what we get now. Anyone since last night caught any of the other new species out here? See Wisdom's out here right now, just caught a mackerel. A little bit. And I'm sure the thunderstorm is probably interfering with some of the bite rate, but nothing we can do about that. Nothing yet. Going up the line back down. We may have to switch to the Pilker rig sooner than I thought. Pickles and Tea is just disabled tonight because I just got back from a coffee shop and I don't think my stomach could handle some tea on it right now. But it'll be back on after tonight's stream, just because of the I don't want to drown myself tonight. Hanson Streams, welcome. Can I use the jig setup on boat tour? I don't think I have access to use the foam fish. I don't think I'm high enough in marine, but you can, like anything you have access to in marine fishing, you can use on the rentals. But I'm going to go ahead and switch to the perker lures right now because this fillet is not doing anything for us. Let's see, what do I have? Yeah, I've got, all I have available to right now is marine lure and poker rig, and don't think either of those can use the foam. I'm not 100% sure though. I've never tried the soft plastic lure out here. But let's go with I know the green lures have been doing pretty well in this hole, so I'm going to try that with green stick. And let's throw Faith Fillet on there. That's about all I can do. This back in the water. It's a marine lure? Okay. Yes, I'm on a trip. This is my last gold trip, so kind of using it to try to do two things. I'm working on getting enough silver to max out bait harvesting and also get a little bit of a boost through level 31 towards unlocking Yama. This is the second half of that trip. Hey, Pio, how's it going? Welcome to the chat here. Catching any good fish today? I just saw you get that FGA a minute ago. Yeah, the marine lure is on the soft foam. Can you buy the foams from the submarine? If I have access to use those, I can call the submarine out and give it a try. Was that like a big fish that was too big for your setup on the line? Handmade foam right now is the best one. My name in-game is the same as here, the Cretinus. I appreciate that. I'm having trouble getting the poker set up here. What's going on? Yeah. Off my rhythm. Go, fish on. Nothing very big though. Get the friction break up. Yeah, that's a 2,500 silver. That's way better than what I've been getting. With my first half of the trip, I only got about 750 silver, including a few cafe orders. That's not a bad starting fish there. Pollock with a double marine fishing gain and some good XP. I don't mind that. I'm hoping to be able to hit the halfway point of level 31 in this second half of this trip. I'm about, looks like about 500,000 XP away from that. Might be able to hit it. About two calibers, by calibers I mean the HSV reels, I'm assuming. Very nice. I've actually, I'm more of a telescopic fisher myself, but figured this would be a good opportunity to get some money. I appreciate that foam rubber fish there. So let me get this set up on the rig here. We'll recast. A little bit of tea real quick. My current goals are to finish bait harvesting, get a few tools I'm missing, like the multi-tool and coffee maker thing, and then get some of those really expensive telescopic rods, like the ones that give you plus skills. Right, appreciate those. Let's see, so does that mean to be on the lure jigging rig, I guess? Big head, I've got a 3/0. All right, so I guess we'll start with the green. And I don't have any of this other stuff unlocked, I don't believe. Nope, okay, so we'll start there. Give it a try, and I guess these, do you perk with these, or do you do something else? Bottom and perk, okay. I'll go ahead and let it go down to the bottom there. Green and black are the best ones. So got a fish one already. Go. Another small one. Like a mackerel. Yep. Oh, it's a devil mackerel. 666 gram and another double marine fishing game. Yeah, I agree. It's like the tours I view as you either go for some fast XP or some fast silver, whichever you're in the most dire need of, since you only get 3 of them. I'm kind of trying to get a hybrid of the two. Definitely not the time to like search for trophies or anything of that sort. If you get lucky and get one, that'd be great. A bit more. I'm just hoping at some point we can use telescopic rods out here, go out to the pond and catch some stuff on tellies. So we got the drop down to the floor, right click to raise rod with open clip, close when rod is open, start breaking. Okay, so I can try, so it's a basic jig step. Oh, they said the devs said there won't ever be telescopic. That's a shame. Telescopic fishing, but I guess that's probably the way they have this map coded. It'd probably be more just a coding sanity thing. A shame though, nonetheless. There we go, got a European place. Another double marine fishing game. Well, I mean, that's a big factor, but they do have the little pond up here, which I would think that telescopic could do something with. Yeah, out here in like the open water wouldn't really be realistic, but I feel like the pond or the shore you could catch some small fish, but who knows? All right, so do that, and then start perking. It will turn to jig, and then close clip while rod is open. Go, another fish on. Get used to this jig stepping here. I thought I heard someone say they have caught fish in that pond. Could have maybe they were talking about another map or something. Close clip when the rod is lifted. Okay. Oh, there's my first American place. That's one of the new species there. Some good luck with the double marine games as well. All right, so we'll go down to the bottom. and then open, and then lift. Let me look at scroll skin. So open it up, right click to raise, open the clip, and close while the rod is lifted. Give it a try here. Bottom, right click to lift, close, start perk. Okay. So go to the bottom. Let's open. Right click and close. I'm lifting all the way to the top for the jig step here. Keep closing perk. Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, I know occasionally when I'm at the bottom, I'll see the jig step pull up on its own just by accident. So so should I be doing like a regular perk strength or a strong perk all the way? A little bit out. Regular, okay. Back out some more. We're still in the, okay, we're getting a little bit closer to the edge of the hole here. We got the movement on the bottom layer, so we should be on the floor pretty much. Working. Yep, there we go, fish on. Takes some real practice to get the rhythm down, I guess. Okay, so the lift is to get the line a little bit slack so it stays on the bottom, I guess. All right. Another tiny little European place there. So you count to 4 in the head, 1 on 1 lift, so you hit 2, and repeat. Okay. Down to the bottom here. All right, so we're on the bottom, so we're gonna lift a little bit, lift to bring that a little bit out, the line, and close. And I'm gonna map, so I need to walk back over the line here. Storm's got the boat going all over the place right now. Go, fish on. Grab some more tea and hydrate. Alrighty. I can get this. We got some more flavored water tonight. Cheers. Again, pickles and tea is disabled tonight just because of some stomach issues, but normally, those of you that are new to the channel, we have a little, that's a decent European place there. We do have a pickles and tea thing you can do with channel points where I have a pickle and dip it in some tea on stream. I got too close while the rod is up. Make sure the line is slightly loose. Okay, so we want to stay loose somewhat without getting tension. Got it. Fish on while it was dropping there. I really wish they'd add some exterior lights to this boat so it's not just your headlamp. And there's a whiting. It's getting some stuff other than safe, which is great. They're going to have to reposition after the next cast. Okay, so yeah, I guess the green film is definitely a lot better. It gives me much better fish than I was getting with the rental for sure. So definitely appreciate that. Go towards 55. That's the center hole there. Okay, after this cast, we'll move out there since we're gonna have to reposition anyways. And get a little bit out. Posture check. All right. Nice and straightened up here. I wouldn't mind a small shark. I did on one of my rental trips. I actually did catch it was small. It was only like a 7 kilo, but I did pull in a port beagle, which was pretty neat to do on one of the trips. What I really need is I need a blue tag Greenland shark to bite at 1 meter that allows me to get it with the catch hook before the line snaps. That's the dream. There you go. What do you mean hand is occupied? Must have accidentally hit spacebar there. Whoops. I know, Sneaky Hat. This is this reel. It's blasphemy, isn't it? Unfortunately, my tellies just won't catch anything out here. It's all right though. We'll be back to the telescopics after this trip, and before long, we'll be catching some salmon at Yama on our tellies. That'll be fun. Another nice European place with another double marine game there. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the 55 meter hole, see what we can grab over on that hole there. You know, sitting here looking at these windshield wipers and I can't even use them. Terrible. You know, I know that the speed gauge actually is relatively accurate. Does anyone know if it does actually seem like the fuel gauge here is representative of your time remaining on your boat ticket? Could just be coincidence since I'm at about halfway on the ticket, but that does give you an indication. That's pretty neat. Got 100 kilogram Greenland on the 15 kilogram setup. That's pretty nice. I guess that makes sense. If they don't tear the line back and forth like a Taiman or something, then just need a little patience. Which, speaking of Taiman, I'm really hoping that I can find a good active Taiman spot so I can get some more on my tellies. I've still only gotten 3 out there. Guska. Oh yeah, if it took 4 hours, we wouldn't have enough time on the, I guess I'd, maybe not 100 kilo, but if I can get like a 30 kilo shark, that'd be nice. There's a lot of fish around 50 meters around here. So you've had like a 34 and 55? Good to know. We're just about there. Is it better to fish at the 55 right now on these foams around the edge or towards the center of it? I know there's been sometimes where getting on the edges of the holes seem to do better. Straight on in our, okay, here we go. We are there. Oh, the edges are more, it's like swordfish, okay. Makes sense. Go here. Key before I cast. All right, and I'm assuming the same thing here, just go fish on the bottom, not at any particular depth. Okay. Get some drop bites on here. Okay. So saying this big wallet's dropping to a little bit of perking. All right. If I'm already at the bottom, I guess I'll for this cast I'll go ahead and try a little bit of jigging down here, but in the next cast I'll perk on the way down. Perk normally. Got it. All right. We'll just do some normal perks up here. Fill in just a little bit to stay off the bottom. There we go. I've got the American place and the lumpfish last night, so I've got two of the new species, which is pretty cool. I'm glad that they did add some smaller fish species in addition to the big old basking shark. Another nice whiting there. Yeah, I'm almost off the boat there. So, perk on the way down. That's right. I guess you can't fall. You can't fall into the water like you can at the Volkov. Okay, okay. Misunderstood the previous ones. Just let go all the way down and perk normally. Yeah, working so far. Glad to be in an area that's not just a bunch of cusp giving me a whole bunch of fight for nothing. That's what I was getting a lot of last night. Though I might have one on right now. I'm giving a little bit of head swivel. Pump this friction brake up. I guess, like, I might as well keep the friction brake at 29 on this rig. Stretch. Alrighty. Pull this guy up and give us a good old stretch while it's dropping. Yep, dang cusk. Alright, get a good vertical stretch in. Get a little side to side. Get a nice arch of the back. Oh, there we go. Got a little back pop in there too. It's good. Still well in the middle of the hole there. So how much is the new house they added here at the Norwegian Sea? I saw it in the patch note, but I haven't looked to see what the cost was. I assume the house on Quarry is still on sale. If anybody's looking to pick that up, it's quite a bit off right now, but it's still like 20 something thousand silver. Cheaper than the usual like 90 or 80,000, whatever it is. Go, fish on. 25, okay, it's not too bad. Another lightweight fish here. Doesn't feel like a cusk, which I'm happy about. Go. There's a safe. I got a marine fishing gain out of it at least. Yeah, I haven't looked at any like screenshots or anything with the new one here. I wish the when you do the trips out here, I wish they worked like happy hour where the timer wouldn't start until you make your first cast. That way you could take a little bit of time to walk around and explore the town and stuff like that without feeling rushed. Which I think if it after with the timer runs out, if I'm right, it teleports you back to town and you can't cast again, but I guess you can walk around when it's up. So that's something I can do once this this rental ends tonight. Take a look at the new house, preview it. Yeah. I do like that the submarine has a little jingle. Yeah, I summoned it a few times last night, rocking out to those almost ice cream truck tunes as it rolls in. I hope they add something like that to some other maps, like the Archipelago is a great example. I have a little boat that comes up that you can buy and sell at. Another safe there with a double marine game. Man, I wish I could still get those kind of gains on float fishing. This climb to 100% is slow going. Nathan, have you caught a basking shark yet? It's more of those plates. They were good XP. Not yet. You'll get it. All right, what we got here? Looks like another Saith or Pollock. Saith. Everything's been replaced with Saith now. Yeah, this is my last gold trip, so I guess this will be my last time at Norway till level 34. And then I'll probably have to spend some time out here when I get there to afford those high-end telescopic rods, because I've got about 60,000 silver worth of telescopic rods to buy. Ugh. Congrats on 60% bottom there, Cold One. Now you just need to get to spod rods at 80, and was it 90% is PVA or something like that? Got access to your carp rods at least. Makes sense. Yeah, and I doubt we'll ever see anything like it on the other maps. Just wishful thinking mostly. Especially for telescopic fishing. The number of times we just randomly lose hooks telescopic fishing. It'd be great to be able to summon something out there to buy some fresh hooks. Those pop-up and carp rods. Yeah, it'll be nice getting those carp rods, especially start going after some of those really big carp. A little bit of a fight here at the top. Probably another cusk, I imagine. Yeah. That's a pretty sizable one, though. 10 kilo. Try the yellow one, too? All right, after this cast, I'll swap to the yellow, see how it does. Yeah, I can pull up the region records here real quick. Let's see. To weekly US. Let's see. Looks like pretty big variety of colors here. Let's go look at there's some green and red on a few things. There's some yellow. So it's kind of spread over, because green does seem to have the most top spots right now, but you can certainly try the others, see how they do. Still on the fence about my next telescopic rod upgrade. If I want to go for, like, I really want to go for the trophy hunting rod, but just wish I could try out the 25 kilo capacity one to see how much stronger it is at bringing in like 15 to 20 kilo fish compared to the Falcon. Green blast, then red and blue cast from the harbor straight towards when you drive out 50-ish meters. Okay. Another European place, up to 42% marine fishing. Not bad. Let's go and try. This looks like green blast, red and blue is from the harbor. So I guess out here we just stick to the green then. Sounds like. If we're back out this way, we would use the other colors. Makes sense. Grab some more tea. Yeah. Got on there right as it hit the bottom, it feels like. Yeah, I agree. Especially like, oh, that's a nice size whiting there. As much as I'd love to like troll around and try different holes and strategies with the rental, you know, you really just kind of have to stick to one spot that's catching stuff and go with it. Pretty good XP so far, though. There's some big whiting there, 2.5 to 3 kilo. Be a happy camper if I pull some of those in. Another one on the drop. I haven't checked the forums since the patch notes. Have they mentioned anything on their plans for the next update to the game? Any further talk on fly fishing or the next map at all? Okay, so yeah, now it's daytime. I should see the true potential of these foam. Good to hear. Need to bring me a nice blue tag whiting while I'm in happy hour. Maybe a greedy ask, but man can dream though. Yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be a while before we see something. I'll be hoping we'll hear something soon as far as at least what the plans. I know the submarine and these fish were kind of hinted at a few months ago, so we had that to expect. So hopefully we'll get at least like a here's what the next update will be, not necessarily when it'll be, but see how it goes. I still personally would rather see dual wielding telescopic rods over fly fishing, but I'm just a crazy telescopic memer like that. We have one here this time. Don't be another safe. Give me something good. And it is another safe. At least they're markers, though. They'll be worth something. Yeah, I agree that I imagine the same. It'll probably be another marine map. One thing I wouldn't mind seem to do, which I feel like wouldn't be a huge undertaking, would be that if they added like a around like level 20 or so, essentially copied the Norwegian sea map, but took the boat out so you could only fish from the harbor, and do something like that around level 20, so people early on could get more of a taste and start working on their marine skill as they work their way towards unlocking the full sea experience. I think that would be a really cool feature to add. Oh, I got a jig step for a second there. Or a fish got on. Yeah, I can see him adding like the Middle Sea, Baltic Sea, Black Sea, something like that. A little tiny cusk. Yeah, they're definitely like any new map. I agree. It makes the most sense for them to, especially Marine, makes the most sense to put it at the as a new end game map, since that's where their longest running players are at. So I just think it'd be cool to see some sort of lower level entry point to the sea maps to get people more hyped for them as they continue their journey there. Because that's one of the things that once the sea came out, so many people fell in love with it that they're like, okay, I want to get there as quick as possible. But so they end up like kind of like blasting through and missing out on a lot of the early maps because they're in such a rush to get to level 34. So giving them like a taste to be able to experience it early on without having to rush through everything would be nice. Another cusk. Where are we at? We can get about one more cast before we need to relocate back towards the center here. Yeah, that's true. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that they, when they first limited the trips to the sea, I'm kind of surprised they did that because on the gold side, it's I'm sure they were making good money with it. That makes it. I guess early on people could abuse it, but if they were doing that, but still was surprised to see it happen or not to like re-implement it in some way. But I think it kind of goes back hand in hand with the whole factor of like lower level players want to get to level 34 so quickly because they enjoy the Norwegian sea fishing so much. Me personally, I actually prefer telescopic fishing over sea fishing, so I'm in no rush to get there. I just the silver is so good here; it's hard to pass it up once I do get it unlocked. Yeah, that makes sense. You get a new account leveled like crazy. All right, after this cast, I'll relocate back towards the center of the hole here. Yeah, I remember when they did the pass and limited, they reduced the cost of a lot of the smaller fish and stuff. Although one thing that I enjoyed out of that change is they bumped the fish of like almost all the fish at Seversky Donitz got bumped in price, and that's where I was doing a lot of fishing. Which so I was like, oh well, I benefit from it, but it's definitely things for those out at the sea. $75 just to the north. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm gonna try that out. I'm open to try it out, see if I can get some of those. Oh, the old Aiken bait. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Hydrate time. You clip on your sea map. Let's just drift along that and try. Okay, so 75 here, and right side you'll see a cliff. So this you're talking about this 75-meter hole, or is there a different spot you're referring to on that? Okay, so I'll head up there, and I'm looking for a cliff on the sea map. On the sonar, you mean? More tea in here. This weather's tearing up the comfort level. Okay, I'll look for a cliff on there. Is it going to be towards like the right around the number, pretty much? Okay, so right side of the number. Gotcha. Position that way. All right. Looks like this may be it coming up based on the little screen there. Start slowing down. All right, so it's like right in this little thing here. All right. See if I can drift along that a little bit closer. There we go. All right. Now we wait for the drop. I guess while it's dropping here, let me take a look at the region weekly here for those fish. Actually, probably gonna start perking. Stick to the green foam for now, I guess, and if we have any luck, we'll try some other colors here. Okay, so they're using a bunch of other fish baits and stuff, or marine baits. Gotcha. Okay, so these are kind of like a catch-all. It's pretty nice. Little cusk there. And if we get where we're just getting cusk and safe, I'll just try swapping to another color. Gotcha. So it's more of a big game fishing area for players that you're going to see on weekly. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Touch. Seem to be hitting the bottom. There we go. Get the spot with the head tilt at 90 degrees. Yeah. So on the sonars we're talking about, take a look at that there. Additional. Looks like there's some big European plates being caught right now somewhere. Yeah, I think I have heard people refer to the 75 hole as the dyno hole in a few places. Another Cascar. Let's go and try switching to a yellow foam and see how it does. Kind of looks like one of those, yeah, like almost like one of those dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets that you can get. Where are you fishing at today, Canadian? See you catching some perch and stuff like that. So try to get the Donitz Rough trophy. That was an abrupt end to the fog there. Dragaran. Still trying to get that trophy down. I'm telling you, man, that the problem there is that you're using the Seversky River for Donitz Rough. We've already determined that's a carp river from now on. Okay, all right. Might have a big cuss going here. Feeling again, grab a quick pee. I remember, I think where I had the most luck getting Donitz Rough randomly out there was actually right off of the boat docks, but that's been a while, so the spot's probably definitely not as active now. Might be a small halibut. That'd be fun to catch one of those, I suppose. A small one would, I guess, one small enough for this to bring in this easily. I probably wouldn't be a very valuable one. I see Mush is still trying to get the trophy Vindus. Ooh, it's a nice sized wolffish there with another double marine game. Okay, I'll take that. That telescopic challenge is such a beast. Having to get a trophy over 500 grams on a 1.5 kilo ultralight. Ugh. I'm not looking forward to when I go after that same stupid challenge. Where's the line out? There it is. Another abrupt weather change. Yeah, Caspian should work for that. I think the one he's mainly been going after because like Vindus trophy starts right at 500 gram, so it's an easy one to where the trophy itself isn't going to be too difficult. But the problem with getting the Vindus is that they share the same bait preferences and the same spots as like the whitefish and lake trout, so they end up you end up losing a whole lot of hooks to it. A little cusk there. I know I'm definitely looking forward to once I'm done with the sea trip, If they're still active, I'll go after some more sturgeon at Actubo on my telescopics. Try to get something a little bigger than 2 or 4 kilo like I've gotten so far. All right, just about to the bottom here. There we go. Another small one on. And there's a first, I think that's my first blue whiting actually. Marine game to go with it. Those can be pretty good XP once they start getting around a kilo, right? Trucking right along, I'm getting fairly close to that halfway point I was hoping to get to, so that's good to see. Yama River is within in earshot at this point. We got to go after those salmon, get attacked by a bear, everything you could hope for. All right, let's get another one of those big wolffish or a big blue whiting. That's what we're hoping to get now. Ooh, over 11 million for a single fish. That's insane. But it was worth a lot of silver as well. Go, we got, that is, boy, that's gotta be the tiniest cusk right there. Getting the old alcohol bonus. Nice. That'll do it. Only thing he was missing was to also somehow have the ultralight bonus. Get like another 5 million XP out of it. Hey, there's another little lumpfish. Tiny little guy there. I do like the color on those, of like almost turquoise tone to their scales. Pretty neat. So were perch and common carp the only little squid there? The double marine game. That's some XP. That's what I'm talking about. Were perch and common carp the only legacy species to get a model update on this update? Yeah, I appreciate those squid. Got a couple of those last night, I think, but the only one I got that was around that size was after happy hour ended. Glad I got that one because there's about 4 minutes here left of the happy hour, so got that one just in time. Should be right at the bottom here. Seems like the squid like to hang out around like halfway down to the floor. I wonder if it would make sense to try perking around like 35, 40 meters. Are they more randomized now? Okay. It's not now. It's oh, had a fake fish got away there. There we go. Back on. About looks like 200,000 XP from the halfway point of level 31, I think. Give or take a little bit there. Another Cusk. Another Marine game. We might get, I probably won't get quite to 45%, but we might hit like 43.5, 44% Marine gain on this trip. I can imagine how long it takes to get, if you go into like these 200 plus meter spots, how long it takes for the line to drop all the way to the bottom. It's about a situation of cast your line and go make a sandwich. About 30, 45 seconds. I guess it's worth it when you can catch the huge fish. Got about 20 seconds here. Got an ad break coming up just to prevent pre-roll ads. How's it going for you? Okay, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Getting the heavier rigs will make it drop faster. Out there, Volkov, get any good fish out there? I was doing a little bit of telescopic action out there the other day. Wasn't having much luck, but I was just kind of piddling around because I had to go out there to buy some bait that was sold out everywhere. Ooh, a 22 kilo catfish, not bad. I'm hoping to see a really good pike spot open up out there for me to try the telly on. All right, got another bit of a fighter here. Either a nice sized cusk or another good wolf fish, possibly. It's actually might even be something like we might have thought the other one was, maybe a small halibut. Go. Almost got it up. All right, what was this sucker? Oh yeah, that's a nice wolffish there, 8 kilo. Delicious XP. Not as good as that squid was, but still pretty tasty. Yeah. We catch some more of those. It'll be nice, nice. So what did they add to the new update? So there were on freshwater stuff, they updated the perch and common carp models. Everything else pretty much had to do with Norwegian Sea. They added a submarine that you can call out, which has shops and all that, which pretty nice. And they added, it was either 12 or 14 new species out here, including like a huge basking shark and some smaller species. Like we actually caught two of them so far, the lumpfish and the American plaice. Yeah, it was a big update for sure. All those new fish there, another decent whiting. Some pickles. So you can see the new submarine. I'll go ahead and summon it out. We can, once the ads are over, so everybody can hear the fun little jingle that it makes. Thorny skate. Oh, that must be one of the new species as well. I just saw that pop up on the region records. Haven't seen it come up before now. Volkops, yeah, that's what I was experiencing when I was out there piddling around with my telescopic. I didn't catch a single fish. No burbot, no pike, no salmon, nothing. Well, I think I did catch a one pike when I had a spinning line trolling behind me to try and find a spot, but that's it. There, another fish on. Tiny one, whatever it is. Hopefully another nice European squid. Oh, hey, a little tiny spiny dogfish, up to 43% marine fishing. That counts as a shark. So we got our shark for the trip. Those aren't even pike view. Those are perch dressed up as pike. 500 grams. Okay, I'll solve some of the submarine out here. Hear the little jingle it makes. I have to reposition soon. We're getting close to the edge. I think I summoned it. If I don't hear it, I'll try calling it again. There it is. Got the little song to it. But you gotta dance to the song. There we go. See, you dance to the song, you get a fish on. That's how it works. Oh yeah, that was another update. You may have just noticed the when someone catches a trophy in your chat, it highlights orange. I haven't seen yet whether or not there's a unique color for rare trophies, but it's definitely, I like that change a lot. It makes the trophies stand out in the chat way more than they did before. Oh, another new species here. It's a longhead dab. And a marine gain as well. And there's also some new rods and reels for marine tackle, including some electronic assisted reels that are like 100-something thousand silver. I don't know if those electronic motor reels are just electronically assisted for more power, or if they have them coded to where you can just turn on the motor and not have to hold in the mouse button. If they did that, that'd be convenient for those long fights to save your wrists. Sun setting over the mountains there. I guess not really mountains, they're more cliff sides. Okay, so it has an auto option and a manual option? Okay, pretty cool. Definitely a good change because we get some of those huge halibut and stuff that are hour-plus fights, not having to hold in the mouse button the whole time is very handy. So I guess if it's an auto mode, it's probably risky on those bigger fish. That makes sense, but accessibility wise, it'd be nice to have something a little better for the wrist than holding the mouse button in. Over the line a little bit here. Just missed the submarine as well. Adios, sub. I kind of wish the submarine would have where you can maybe not turn in cafe orders, but at least look at the cafe orders. For silver, maybe I'm gonna say so. One of the viewers sent me some handmade foam, which does seem to be getting me much bigger or much better fish than I was getting on the stuff you get on the rentals. If you're using just the rental gear, it's not really worth it for silver because you only make about 1,400 to 1,500 silver for the trip. But it seems like the fish you're getting on, if you have someone make you the foams, you can get around probably like 3,000 or so silver. You do have to, I think you have to get a little bit higher than in marine fishing to start using the foams. You have to get to like 20% or something like that. But as far as the option to like where you can buy the trip with silver, I think isn't that like 1,500 silver on its own? In that case, I don't really think it's worth it. It can be worth it if you're like level 8 or so and want a quick boost to gain a few levels really fast, but I don't think you're going to really make much silver profit out of it. But buying it with gold, and if you, especially if you have someone that can provide you with the foam lures, or there's the lurker lures, which I've used before on my first couple trips, but even those, like I was using the blue lurker and still was only getting about 1,400 silver a trip. Yeah, I mean, a 1K silver boost it's not bad. But that's assuming you, like I said, if you get the high enough skill level to use the foam lures. I mean, usually, like especially with our chat, someone will be able to make it for you. But I just don't remember what percentage. You have to get the marine lure rig, which is right here. So it's maybe like I don't know, 10% or 20%, something like that. Yeah, it seems like it's it's better for, especially at the low level. I think it is better for XP than anything. Yeah, yeah. And if you get like a really good run like that, or you get 4K, that'd be amazing. So we'll see. Like once this will be a half a trip, and I've been using these foam rubber fish the whole time. Which again, you won't necessarily start out with, because I guess there is that book you can get, but it's like 1,000 silver or something crazy like that that gets you to like 30% marine fishing, which would let you use the foam fish right off the bat. But like when you're first, if you take one trip, you'll probably be able to unlock the proper rig from the percent or the skill level from the first trip, and then your second and third trip, if you're using those, you can probably do pretty well. I've already sent the submarine back, but I can pull it back in. We could take a look, see what it was, because this is being just over an hour. We can take a look. And certainly RNG is as with any lake, it's going to be a factor. Even with all the proper setup, you could have a really good day or a really bad day out here. Which, being a really bad day out here, if your primary goal was silver, would be an extra feels bad. Oh, got another fake fish got away. A little bit. Yep, poor submarine captain's probably like, make up your mind. Jeez. Gotta do the dance. We'll check that after we get the next fish in here. I mean, you could have a day where you just get really lucky and pull in like a trophy squid or something. You get that, it's like, okay, well, you really made bank. But RNG, it's a heck of a thing. Sunset right in the eyes here. Okay, yeah, we're back in the hole here, so we're all right. Kind of drifted back towards the center. We're on the edge. No, you'll be able to use the pickles. I have it disabled tonight because my stomach's a little upset. So I don't want to throw any tea on top of that, but I'll have it re-enabled after this stream. Okay, so what, nighttime, the green is better? All right, so I'll kind of just start reeling this in and do a little bit of perking on the way up. Stop every now and then for a few strong perks. Come back, submarine. We're drifting away. I have to reposition the boat to use the sub. Oh wait, no, all right, we can see it right here. All right, so far, yeah, we're at 638. So yeah, that's not bad. That's for just over an hour. So if you can make that consistently for the entire 5-hour trip, then yeah, that'd be around a little over 3,000 silver. Not too shabby at all. Definitely a lot better than what we were getting just using fillet rigs and perking rigs with the rental lures. And we're just about, I guess about 50,000 XP, I think, away from the halfway point of level 31. We're getting some good progress out of this. We've made, I have to go back and check yesterday's stream. I can't remember where we started at, but we've made almost 1 million XP. Not bad at all. Honestly, if the boat ride wasn't so far from the shore, I would appreciate that, Hanson. I definitely appreciate all the help out here. Have a good one. Have a good night, and catch you next time. Yeah, if it wasn't such a long boat ride from the shore to any of the good spots, appreciate the follow there. Take it easy. Yeah, if there wasn't such a long boat ride from the shore, there is an argument to be made to like split your gold trips off into 5 different 1-hour happy hours to maximize the XP gain. But I feel like, and it may still be worth it if the bite rates are especially good. The problem is you'd be losing probably about 20 to 30 minutes just from the boat trips. Yeah, like it's brutal. But that's where the my strategy is just to split it into two separate 2.5 hour blocks. So that gives you plenty of time to get 2 happy hours out of it, and it's still pretty decent. What do blue bream like? Oh no, what was I catching them on out there at Tuba? Let me pull this fish in, and I'll take a look. I want to say it was like just regular worms and something else, but I can't recall. Let's see. All right, looks like another cusk here. All right, blue bream. Let me go ahead and let this start sinking while I look that up. Blue. Okay. The European blue bream or something like that. Well, I don't see him in my... okay, there he is. Oh, I was overlooking it. Yeah, it was just like basic worm is all I was caught them on. So you could probably like use red worm or something like that. Or if you have sandwich bait, use red worm and regular worm. There's small fish here. Hey, another squid. Tiny one though, still decent XP. Nate, I'm going to need you to send a blue tag squid my way. Then I'll send a blue tag Donut's Rough in return. Weekly world record perch on telly someone got. All right, not bad. Yeah. The good news is I've definitely got enough silver, I think, to knock out getting my bait harvesting to 100 and get the tools I wanted to get, so I can start saving up for them big telly rods. All right, this is it. This is the blue tag squid here, right? This is the one you sent me. Actually, I don't know. I don't know about blue tag squid. If it ends up looking like a giant squid, I might just have to quit the game. Those are my. If I'm in the ocean, I see one of those coming my way. I'm just like, all right, well, I'm accepted. This is the end. What we got here? Another cusk. Somehow I've made it all the way to the back of the boat. Get back up to the front here. That's one area where I wish there were more video resources online of the different telescopic rods, because I'm still really on the fence about going with the trophy rod versus the max capacity rod, because there is that like stiffness rating on the max capacity rod, which makes me think that it would have a significantly easier time bringing in like a 15 to 20 kilo fish. That with those they can sometimes snap my line off on the current rods, but just don't have resources to compare them, and they're just so expensive. Nice little half moon there. It actually would have been pretty cool for them to add in here is the make it so you can see the aurora borealis a little bit at night, because I'm pretty sure you can see that occasionally from Norway. Come on, fish. Wake up. Saw the sun go down and went to bed. Typical action here. Oh, poor Bush. 11 grams short. His trophy Ventus he's been trying to get. It's brutal. Him and I were getting trophy Ventus left and right when we were just using our regular telescopic rods. Now that he's trying to get the challenge on his ultralight, it's just they're all avoiding him. Let's bring this in a little bit per spot. Looks like about 25 or so minutes left of this trip ticket. So I have to switch back to the other phone. This one's not hitting anything right now. I'm going to start reeling this in and make a swap on this. Yeah, this I think we'll definitely hit the halfway point of 31 by the end of this trip, and then hopefully I can find a good active spot for high XP fish, and I can get that last half and start going after salmon and bear. I think the ultimate thing for us to do is find the bear, get a salmon on the line, and drag the salmon across the ground in front of the bear. Just to taunt it before it mauls us. It's a little safe there. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to... let's try the red. We haven't tried the red yet. See how it does. We got to get all those region record salmon telescopics. Reminds me, I want to make sure before I leave here, I'm going to buy some of the marine baits and see if they're able to catch anything on freshwater maps on my telescopics. Oh, we got too far away from the sub. It's heading home. John. Oh, it doesn't feel like a cusk, at least. Yeah, maybe they'll be the secret to finding the pink salmon, right? Little tiny wolffish, another marine gain out of it. I think we might hit 44% marine gain. I don't think we're quite going to hit 45. Not that it matters. There's no unlock at 45 anyways. But So not too shabby. Pretty good starting place for when we get to level 34 and can come out here whenever we feel like it. So Canadian, you gonna buy the quarry house while it's on sale? Start decorating with that trophy zebra muscle. Swap back and forth between regular and strong perk. Right now it's on sale for like 25,000 silver instead of the usual 90,000, whatever it is. I guess they put it on sale since they just released that Norway house. What do we got on here? Well, Tiny Cusk, I'm surprised it didn't put up any fight at all. And from my understanding, having the house at Quarry means you can travel to Quarry for free, which is kind of nice. And Wisdom brought this up on yesterday's stream, wondering if that also means that if you buy the house here on Norway, if that means you can travel to Norway for free. And if so, then the next question becomes, does it also let you get around the level restriction for traveling to Norway? So like if I went and bought the house here right now, could I come back and travel here for free, even not being level 34? Unfortunately, we don't know the answer to that. But see, the problem if you buy a house on Quarry is we spend so much time on Quarry that you get fat from eating all the cheese out there. Yeah, that's the thing is like it's. I'd almost be willing to look into it if I had a solid answer, but I agree. It's probably that it probably doesn't get around the level restriction, but it might. Who knows? Yeah, it would be cool to see like a. Actually, that brings up a good question. Instead of fly fishing, what if they released ice fishing? All right, what do we have? What do we have? Another Cusk. All right, the sun's starting to come up, so I'm going to go and switch back to the yellow since it was giving us some good stuff out here during the daytime. Yeah, if you they've got the we're talking about there's a new house that they added here on Norway, and they've also I don't know if they right now the cost of the house on Quarry is down to 25,000. I don't know if that's a temporary sale or if they've permanently reduced the price of that because they've added this new house here. Yeah, ice fishing would definitely be a neat way to approach things. But so yeah, there's houses you can buy. Like right now, there's one that you get for free in Mosquito, and you start out with it. And then there's one you can buy at Quarry, and now one in Norway. And essentially, you can put some like rods on display there. But the big thing is that you can get fish mounted on trophy plaques at Winding Rivulet and hang them on the wall there. Yep, that's what the little house icon is. The wolffish there. And if you get like rewards from stuff, you can put them on display at the houses as well. I don't know if those rewards come from competitions or what um, what they come from. There's also like a fireplace in the house, but I don't think you can use it as a cooking fire. It would be nice if you could do that to not have to like buy wood fuel and stuff like that if you're planning on doing some cooking. Alas, I don't believe it works like that. Oh, fish got away quickly again. It'd be neat if you could use your houses also to like maybe like plant gardens where once a week you could harvest a handful of like grocery vegetables and stuff like that. Give a little something to spice them up and make them more functionally useful. Oh, Canadian, what time is your stream starting on Sunday so I can make sure I set myself a reminder for it? 2 p.m. Eastern? Alrighty. Fish on. Once I bring this fish in and casting, I'm going to go ahead and put that as a reminder in my phone for myself. Little mackerel. 2 p.m. on Sunday. So anyone here, yes, be sure to check out Canadian's Twitch stream on Sunday. He's going to be doing some giveaways and stuff to celebrate reaching 500 followers on YouTube. That's been about almost 2 weeks now. I'm sure you're up to about 600 or so now, aren't you? It was climbing pretty quick there for a while. Yeah, it's like when I think like once you hit it was probably that once you hit 500, it probably got started getting promoted by YouTube a lot more in the searches. So it's kind of like one of those things where as your channel grows, it's going to grow faster and faster in like an exponential curve from the exposure. It's kind of like here on Twitch, if you end up getting a hype train, you'll usually get a lot of bonus views from that because you get placed up on the home page. It happened one time. We got a hype train here on my channel, and I got like, I think I ended up like with almost like 100 or so unique viewers in that. You're getting close because I think YouTube's partner level is at 1,000 subs, right? So we'll be able to start monetizing it soon. Then it's only a matter of time. Then you're telling us before you're telling us about Raid Shadow Legends, right? Oh, partners have, it's only at 500. Huh? For some reason, I thought it was higher than that. Oh, okay, so it's all right. So partner, they're monetizing is that. So that's what I was thinking. I guess it's just a different name. Gotcha. So what you need is to get a HelloFresh sponsorship, but then just find recipes from them that are just making pickles. Make some HelloFresh pickles as your ad. Which I'm still not so like I haven't ever looked seriously into the prices of HelloFresh, but I just like I feel like it can't be truly cheaper than just going and buying the groceries yourself and making it. Has anyone here used it and had good experience with it? Another cusk. Get out of here, cusk. We want squids and wolffish, dang it. This last like half hour of the trip is bombing our fish averages. We're doing so well. Right, come on, give me a squid. There's small fish on here. There's small redfish, first one of those for the night. Stick with the yellow for now. About 17, 18 minutes left of the trip here. I'll stick along. There we go. You're talking about the home in Mosquito View? If I recall correctly, there's like where you start the map out, there's like the bridge that goes over a little bit of a stream. It's across that bridge is one of the buildings over there on that side. Just go to the front door and they'll say enter your house or something like that, and you can go in. I can't remember exactly which building it is over there. I think it's got like a little, looks like it has like a little greenhouse in the backyard. If I remember correctly. It's been a while since I looked at it. Yeah, this feels like another little baby fish. All right, giving us a little bit of a fight, so it's probably a little cusk. Or possibly maybe a 4 kilo wolffish. All right, let's see what this fish is. Yep, another cusk. Killing me, Smalls. Give me some more good fish. We're doing so well avoiding the junk ones. They found us out here. I believe if your boat is ticket expires while you're fighting a fish and you don't have another ticket to replace it, it will just teleport you back and it counts as a fish got away. Hydrated up. Cheers. But if you have a backup ticket in your inventory, I think it'll automatically apply it. So because like normally if you have a backup ticket, it brings up the menu for it to select it when the time runs out. But I think if you have the ticket in your inventory when you another fake FGA, I think if you have it in your inventory while you're fighting, you'll auto apply. Just keep going. So it's always a good idea to have at least like a 1 day backup ticket in your inventory if you're doing trolling or anything like that from the boats. Just to be safe. Well, that's easier said than done with that place like Archipelago, where that 1 day ticket is still like 100 silver. Which I was honestly like, I honestly think now that we have the Norwegian Sea, they need to like slash the prices of Archipelago in half. Oh, see, Lush just got a trophy roach. Nice. Mush finally got the his ultralight trophy to get that challenge out of the way. Ended up being on a roach instead of a Vindus. Very nice. But that thing was close to snapping the line too. It was almost 1.3 kilo, and it's a 1.5 kilo line. Good for him. You know, he's been working on that for like a week now. All right, I'm gonna bring this in a little bit. Having much luck at the spot now. Where we at? We're still in the same area. I try switching to the red soft bait, maybe. Yeah. There's small fish on. Yeah, let's see. All right, I'm gonna go and try switching to the back to the red here, see if we have some better luck. $230 silver one. Yeah, it can happen. I've had some pretty good days at winding here and there, especially like if the cafe orders are lined up well. A lot of times at winding, you can get like 30, 40 silver from easy cafe orders in like 10, 15 minutes. Uh, it's definitely not bad. It's not consistent. Like if you're getting one of those good days, it's not like you're going to get that every day, but still not the worst for a map you can travel to for free. It's like Volkov. If you have a really good day at Volkov, I know my best day of Volkov, I pulled in over 700 silver. It's awesome. Granted, most days there I either pull in nothing, or if it's a day where stuff's actually biting, it's like maybe 250 silver a day. So the 700 is certainly an outlier, but some days you get lucky. All right, what we got here on the red foam rubber? Like a little tiny cusk. Ugh, come on, bring back some more squid and wolffish, dang it. Start out so strong, but we're ending with a whimper. Well, oh, there's my first Atlantic herring. I think this is one of the new species as well. So that's three of the new species we've caught so far on this trip. We got the lumpfish, the American plaice, and now the Atlantic herring. Something hit it. 15-meter. All right. It's safe there. And we hit the halfway point for level 31, so that was one of the goals of this trip. Managed to meet that. Yeah, I remember I saw that in the Discord, the trophy lumpfish. It's weird that it came from Brandon though. Shouldn't have been a halibut. Halibut master Brandon is. Right, sunshine. I got about oh, I guess about 20-ish minutes left of this rental. Is drifting and Volkov's in Volkov drifting. I actually don't think I've ever heard of anybody trying drifting. So usually when people mention drifting, they'll mean one of two things. One is drifting with current, which if you're using float, means you're just letting the float drift along with the current of a river. And the other is boat drifting, which also on bodies of water with the current, which usually is the rivers like Tunguska or Seversky. It's like trolling, but you have the engine off and you just let the current bring your boat down. So you can kind of just fish along the way at a slower pace. But because of the shape and being a lake with islands and stuff, I can't imagine boat drifting would be terribly useful in Volkov. It is really good at Seversky and Tunguska, though. Nice little 5-kilo wolffish there. And one of the big advantages of drifting over trolling when you're able to do it is that you can really focus on the line in your hand. So, for example, at Seversky, when I was doing a lot of spin fishing trolling, I would do drifting there and have a line in each boat holder to do auto trolling. And with the line in my main hand, I could focus on actually casting and doing retrieval techniques. Or if you're fishing with a float, since you can only have one in your hand, it's a good way to take advantage of drifting. And the other more recent edition of it is from a few months ago. They added where some fish species are uh, won't bite if the engine is running and the line is too close. So drifting lets you catch those species while the boat's moving. Yeah, I think the what people discovered is that around 18 meters away from the boat is when the engine sound doesn't affect you anymore. All right, take it easy, few. Thanks for coming out. We'll catch you next time. We got here. Oh, another one of those long. Oh, yes, I got one of these earlier too. This is one of the other new species. So that's four of the 12 or 14, whatever it was, new species that we've caught out here. Not bad at all. And I don't care. I'm going to count it. This we did catch a shark out here tonight. Counting it. Judge me all you want. All right, here we go. Let's hope we can end with another nice squid or something. We can get to where we're only 2 million away from level 32. Pretty nice. I'm so looking forward to Yama River. The salmon are calling to me in my telescopic rods. What do we got? What do we got? Looks like another longhead dab and another foot or blue fishing game. All right. So can anyone confirm that that would be pretty funny? The first time I travel out there, right away, bear just kills me. Like, oh, all the shame. Can anyone confirm with the trips out here, if you out on the boat when the time runs out, it teleports you back to the town and you can freely use the stuff in the town before leaving, right? I remember that being the case. I want to make sure I don't need to like keep an eye on the timer left and fast travel back to sell the fish and whatnot. Line's a little bit slack here. Yeah, like I feel like that was the case. Guess we'll find out. Hopefully we can fill out some cafe orders again tonight. We got pretty lucky with those ones last night. That was what, like 250 silver from 3 orders. Which I wonder, did they add any of the new fish species as new cafe orders? Fish. Like we've pretty much fished out this 55-meter hole or something. Or not 55, the 75 right now. Nothing hidden now. Ew. There we go. That's something good. And that's like, well, it's a pollock. I guess it's not the worst. It's not a safe. Still out there at Seversky Canadian? I get you one of them Caspian Cutum out there. Nice. And that's another one of the fish that's on my to-do list in the near future is try to get one of those Caspian Cutums. Either at Aktuba or Seversky. Gotta be careful chasing them because they'll, I think they tend to hang out with sturgeon and use the same baits. Another one down on the bottom here. Might be another place or a dab. Got an ad break coming up in about 10 seconds here. Last one for this stream just to prevent pre-roll ads. What have we got? What have we got? Looks like haddock. Not bad. Another marine fishing game. Got 9 in-game hours left of this trip. Key here. Right. And one thing I'll say about the sea, though, is that it does have a fairly consistent bite rate, which is nice. Another pollock and another marine fishing game. Getting close to 44% there. Dropped my water bottle. Good thing it's got a lid. All right, let's see where we're at. Yeah, getting kind of close to the edge again. Fish on. Hopefully we'll get about at least 1,200 silver from this trip would be nice. Another pollock. But I am certainly, I'm looking forward to being done with training bait harvesting. But man, am I not looking forward to the amount of clicks and space bars it's going to be for that last, what is it, 4% from where I'm at, 4.5%. Probably going to be about 800 or so egg dough crafts. Ugh. Yeah, it'd be nice when it's done at least, but it's also the fact that like you're pretty much just giving up an entire happy hour to do it. Another fake fish got away. Dang it. Eventually I'll have to do the same with ground bait, but I'm not as worried about it. Be nice to have access to those diving beetles though, and the rhino beetle larva. Go after some catfish and sturgeon. Yeah, it's a necessary sacrifice to use that last bit. I mean, I guess technically you could break it up and just do like I've been doing up till now, just do like 150 at a time. But I'm kind of at the point now where I just want to get it. It's pretty much at a band-aid point. I just want to rip the band-aid off and have it done and over with. Another one? What the heck? That's two fake fish gotaways in a row there. My hook's going bad. Let's go back down a little bit. Yo, you gonna stay on fish? All right, here we go. Got a bit of a fighter on here. Probably another small cusk or wolffish, I imagine. Let's see. Gonna be yep, just a little cusk there. Oh, all right, 0.2% away from marine fishing 44. Looks like about 10, 15 minutes left of the ticket, so if we can get one more double gain, I'll hit 44 on that. I'll take it, and it sure does. You get out here doing this, getting those fast skill gains makes you long for those for us in the 90 plus on our other fishing types. You're happy to get a single 0.1% a day. Ugh. Let's see what this fish is. Before I make another cast, I want to take a look at the fuel gauge to see if it is an indication of how much time is left on the ticket. Tiny cusk there. Look at that fuel gauge real quick here. Nope, I guess it's just always at half. It was just a coincidence earlier when I was at the halfway point and looked and it was there then. Which reminds me, a couple lakes like Ladoga Lake and Actuba have those like marine gas stations. Do those do anything if you try to use those while on a boat? Or are they kind of like the motorcycles and stuff on the other maps where you have an interaction button, but they just don't do anything? Just for looks? Yeah, I figured. Still wish they would add boats with no rod holders that you could for super cheap that you could have on all the maps with boats just to get yourself around to different spots of the shore to fish from. Another tiny fish on here. Small little wolffish. Close to running out of time on this trip. Will we hit 44% marine fishing before it's over is the question. Definitely hit the other goals of getting the halfway point of level 31 and enough silver to finish bait harvesting, so happy about that. You survived. Welcome back, Few. Getting close to the end here of this trip. Got 5 hours in game left, so that's about what, like 8 minutes or so real time. Nice blinding sunset there in the distance. Yeah. Another small one on. Hopefully it's a squid though. Need a few squid to wrap things up. Another cusk. What am I doing on position? Kind of still in the same spot. Yeah, honestly, like it's easy and kind of mind numbing. Now, Canadians in the same boat as me. Like fishing in Norway is not particularly the most enjoyable fishing in this game. It's great XP and silver, but I mean it's more interactive than bottom fishing, I suppose. But it's just kind of drop down, twitch the pole until you get a fish on, reel up. I know the reeling part gets a little harder when you start going after the large 100 kilo plus fish, but it's when you're on these rental gear, it's very mind numbing. Yeah, like bottom fishing, it's very practical. It's good. The plus side of bottom fishing, I will say, is that it lets you be able to do other stuff. You can watch a video or even play another game and just wait till you see the indicators going off. Whereas like float fishing, you've got to be on top of it the whole time. So I can see that aspect of it. I mean, it is your earliest access to fish like carp, but it's definitely not an engaging. Although I will say, like fighting fish with bottom fishing can be exciting. You have some underpowered reel, like when I used to use the Adriatica and get like 15 kilo carp on there. Having to chase them across the lake and stuff like that was pretty fun. And I think that's where the balance is with bottom fishing, you're not having to really pay attention while you're waiting for the fish. Whereas like this is that level of, it's not particularly engaging, but there is enough that you're sitting here doing something, so it kind of like feels worse in a way. Another cusk or wolffish on the line here. Fighting pretty well, actually. Oh, fish got away. That's a shame. That probably would have been our biggest one for the night as well. Drop back down, I guess. I appreciate the follow there, Amlu. Welcome to the channel. Let's see if we can hook whatever came off of our line there again. Hydrate, you got it. Cheers. Welcome, welcome. Let's see where we're at. We got about 3 hours in game, so might be enough time to catch a couple more fish before it kicks us back to the shoreline. A little pickle action here. Let's hope we can end with another squid or something. Been a pretty good haul though. We got 66 fish so far. Not bad at all. These foam rubber fish were definitely the ticket. I think if I'd had those on the first half, then this for sure would have been like a 3,000 silver trip. So let that be a learning point for anyone that plans on taking some of these gold or silver trips out here in the future. Get someone to make you some foam rubber fish before you head out. Well worth it. Another pollock, good XP. Can we get that last 0.2% to hit 44% marine fishing before we run out of time? Looks like there's a lot of albino carp being caught at Amber Lake today. I'm seeing a lot of records for those being caught. If anybody's looking for those, might be a good day to get on that. I do love the XP those rare species carp give out there. Just wish that they would be within telescopic range more often. Come on, fish. Where you at? Put in a little bit here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, usually I'm all about telescopic fishing. This is my last Norway trip from the gold bot trips, and I'll be right back to telefishing. So if you like float fishing, you check out my back catalog of streams here on YouTube. I like to aside from just telefishing, I try to experiment, and there we go. We hit 44%. I like to experiment and find weird ways to use telescopic rods. Like I love trolling with telescopic, and we've been trying some things like the stream in Tunguska, the waterfall at Quarry, stuff like that. Try to make them work, but telescopic is definitely my favorite way to play on here. That's why I'm really looking forward to level 32, so I can start going after some salmon on Yama with my tele rods. So which are you going? So for your float fishing, do you prefer like match rod style float or also telescopic? Telescopic, very nice. Yeah, my I've got 3 Falcon 800s right now for my tellies. My main goal of this Norwegian sea trip was to get enough silver to finish getting bait harvesting to 100%. And then I'm going to start saving up for my next round of telescopic rods, which I'm in between either getting that 25 kilo capacity Blade Inferno or getting the Blade Master that's a 17 kilo capacity but gives you +3 fixed and slider rig for trophy hunting. But they're like, both of those are around like 10 to 12,000 silver each. So I got some time to go before I need to make a decision on it. Yeah, it's the only reason it's I haven't fully gone in on making that my next upgrade is that I'm trying to find some information as far as like if the stiffness of that rod makes fish that are around like 15 to 20 kilo considerably easier to pull in than the Falcon rod does. Because otherwise, I feel like there's not enough fish in that like 21 to 25 kilo range to make it a viable upgrade. I think there's another squid there, small one, but exactly 3,000 XP base, not bad. There's just not enough. Oh, okay. Didn't expect happy hour to kick on without having to relog the map. Interesting. With like the trophy hunter one, I figure I can go after like whitefish and Findus, stuff at Seversky, things like that, that where the trophies are around 5 to 10 kilo. and having a higher chance to get those, I think would probably serve me more use than getting slightly higher capacity on the rod. But on the flip side, if the Inferno is much better at pulling in the like 15 to 20 kilo range, then I might go with that one. But even the high-end ultralight that's got like the 5.6 or 5.8 kilo capacity is also really tempting. Just mighty expensive. Getting three of those, any of those, is going to be like 30,000 silver. Right. 20 minutes before the end of the trip. Alrighty. Is that 20 minutes in game, or I'm guessing that's out of game? Okay, another halfway, probably another cusk on the line here. In game. Oh no! Let me pull this fish in game. Come on! Oh no, we're gonna lose it. I'm getting robbed. It seems like it's a decent fish too. Wait, okay. Does it let me keep this fish on? Perfect. Yeah, 4 kilo test. All right, well, that's the end of this trip, so I guess we'll travel back to the town and see what we can do. Maybe we can fill in a cafe order. I think I'm getting mugged, but yeah. So are you already on the Falcon rods, Lou, or you still have one of the smaller tellies? So yeah, I'm thinking. Has anyone else been experiencing this where now it seems like they fixed it to where maybe happy hour immediately starts even without having to travel to or relog? Yeah, name the track. So I've got the Falcons are pretty good up to about like 16 kilo on carp. Above that, it's rough to pull them in on the Falcons. But if you don't have the Falcons already, picking some of those up as like intermediaries, because you can basically get 2.5 Falcons for the price of one Inferno, might be worth investing in. That's these rods right here. They've got a 21.8 kilo capacity, but realistically, the best line to use for it is this 19.1 kilo. So it's not going to get you like trophy carp unless they're really close to shore, but still plenty good. You'll lose hooks occasionally. I would just call the submarine, but I want to check the cafe and also take a peek at that new house here before we wrap this trip up and are kicked out of Norway. Floating right along. More and more the basking shark records popping up. Okay, so I feel like it's probably around like the contact or red stick range, which my usual advice to people for telescopic is get the red sticks to start and then basically just don't even bother with anything in between until you can afford the Falcon. Yeah, these are really strong. They'll get you plenty of carp and most other things. and they're about them plus the line, which is it's like 100 silver for the line. It's around like 3,800 or so silver each. So definitely something to consider, because if you're on such a low one right now, I think you would get more use out of getting two carp capable rods for the price of one Inferno. And then maybe for your third rod, save up, instead of getting the third Falcon, you can save up and just go for the Inferno for your third rod to start off a trio of those. It definitely makes a world of difference on both XP gain and silver gain, being able to get those Falcons in the water. Make sure you go with the 8-meter ones as well. I know the 5 meters are shorter and have some advantages in like a boat setting, but for these bigger capacity rods, if you're going after carp and stuff like that, you want the longer rods for both the cast distance and the pull-ups. Right? Right along here, back to shore. Mostly because I don't think I can relog to fast travel there since it's on a trip ticket. If I tried to relog, it would force me to go to another map. I am glad it lets you, if you have a fish on the line when these trips end, I'm glad it lets you still pull the fish in. I hate that on regular boats, it immediately like kicks you back and you lose the fish. All right, we're going to thread the needle here at full speed. Oh, well, it's not a trophy, Canadian, but I see you got a Donitzer up there. Need to get him beefed up a little bit. Sucks to be losing this happy hour time, though, now that it seems they fixed it so that it automatically rolls into happy hour when the time comes up rather than having to re-travel. Never noticed that this spot right here is only 5 meters deep. Interesting. Seems like it would be a good place to go after like scallops or something, maybe. Maybe you just need to go with a telescopic Canadian. That's the way to get the trophy Donits, right? It's just hard, those rare species trophies, like, it's hard enough just to catch them reliably, let alone have them be a trophy. Especially one like that where they only bite for a few hours a day. All right, just about to the shoreline here. I'll check the cafe, then see what we got for our fish. And also I want to grab a few marine baits and see the new house before we wrap things up. Bam. All right, let's see. Cafe first. Yep, we can fill that one. So there's 51 silver right off the bat. We got that one. There's another 100 silver, so 150 so far. Definitely got the cusk, so another 76. That puts us at 230-ish. I don't think our redfish was big enough. Nope. All right, so about 230 from the cafe. Not too bad. All right, let's take our guess on how much we've got from the fish market here. I'm going to say I'm gonna say 1,057 silver. Any other guesses on this 521 from Canadian? Boy, you're undercutting it there, aren't you? 982. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. We'll go with the 982. We got 855 from Lou. See what the total came out to be. 951. All right, so looks like technically Lou wins by Price is Right rules, but that's not bad. We got that plus the 250. So in total with the cafe, that's what, like 1150 or so silver. Much better than yesterday's haul. What were our big winners here? Big squid and the wolffish. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, got plenty of money now to finish up bait harvesting. So let's find that new house and also the new, or get some of those marine baits. Yeah, I think the bait shop's over this way somewhere, isn't it? On the walkway here. Here is the new house as well. Not you. Nope. In here. New house, maybe? 850. So there we go. If you use your, it was a delay. You had the exact number though on your guess, right? We got some. I don't know where the new house is. Probably it's not one of these shacks. Interesting. Maybe it's somewhere back in like the middle of the town. Or is it that's one of these houseboats, maybe? Ah, no, you weren't here. Okay, yeah, it was. It came out to 952, I think. We had that plus about 250-ish in cafe orders, so not bad. Not bad at all. That was for 2.5 hours. Doesn't seem to be this either. I don't know where the new house is then. It's not inside the gas tank, I assume. All right, so boat station. One of these is the bait shop I'm looking for. Maybe that's the house. We'll go look at that in a second. See the bait shop? Yeah, here we go. All right. I'm gonna buy like a pack of each of these that you can buy with. Oh, that's really expensive though. Maybe not. Yeah, for that price, I was going to get some to test for science, but not for that price. I'll leave that to you, Canadian. Got the Norwegian Sea money. Still no sign of the actual new house anywhere. Oh no. This one? Ah, okay, here it is. Let's preview the new house here. Looks like you've got a bunch of rod stands, I'm assuming here. Fireplace. A little bear rug. Some sort of music center and a TV. Okay. Oh, we got some Vikings on here. Okay, all right. I dig it. Okay, looks like you can change the channels on this as well. Like there's two different ones. Okay. We got some different channels on the TV you can get here. Oh. All right. Got Quarry Lake. Interesting. Got just a shelf of random bits here. Sofa to sit on. I don't see a place to mount trophies on the wall, though. Huh. Which, considering that's like the main reason to get the other houses, seems like an oversight. Unless maybe this is the trophy wall here, but they're awfully small. Huh. Interesting. Well, this is the new house here for anyone that was interested in it. Okay, show locations for placing. Okay. You can put like a giant mounted trophy here, apparently. That's kind of cool. And okay, so there are some trophy spots along this wall. It looks like you can hang one from the ceiling. It's kind of neat. Okay, all right. I can dig it. Okay, these are reel holders to display reels you've gotten. This is the rod stands. Okay, well there you go. There's what you get with the new house in Norway. These doors don't go into anything apparently. And the price of this is, let's pull that up again. About 45,000 silver, or right now it's normally 100. What is it? 109 gold or 189 gold, something like that. But right now it's on sale for 47 gold, so 75% off. If you're interested in buying it with gold, it's pricey, but now is the time to do it. So if you do a lot of sea fishing, I guess it can be pretty cool. Not sure if this gives you free travel to the map like the quarry one does. It might. But honestly, for that price, it's not bad because the quarry house, when it's not on sale, is like 80,000 silver. So, pretty good. With that said, let's go and do our end of stream scooping here for bait for good luck. Oh, I can't even do that because the picture's over. I guess we'll just have to wrap things up then. So, overall, not a bad trip out here between the two halves. We made about, let's see, last night was around 900, so about 2,000 silver. Made roughly 500,000 XP. The freelance quarry says, okay, so the quarry it specifically says free access, but this one doesn't. Okay, so that's a good point. So maybe you don't get the free travel here. Still not a bad little house if you do a lot of fishing here. You can put those trophies up on display if you want to see them. Kind of neat, but not a bad trip overall. Here's yesterday's biggest catch. Looks like a big swordfish. And that is the last of the Norwegian sea trip, so we'll be back to telescopic next week's on streams. And a reminder, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Canadian Way has his 500 YouTube follower special stream with some giveaways, so be sure to tune in to Twitch for his channel on that. We'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Appreciate everyone watching, and I will hope you all have a good weekend and some good fishing, and I will catch you all next week. Have a good one, folks.